Hi, my name is Freddie Palmas, and my experience in Makers Lab has been educational and super fun. Um, Going into Makers Lab this year, I thought it was going to be, since I took it last year, I thought it was going to be like the same projects, the same materials, and like basically the same concept. But Miss Warnock has done a pretty good job with shifting the projects, making them so that you have to work with different skills and learn new things. um, we have learned new tools because we got a bunch of donations this year, and just working with new materials that have come in through donations. And so you would think how like some materials you would say they're easy to like work with, like cardboard. You would say it's just a piece of cardboard. You can only bend that thing or cut it whatever shape. I've learned that it's not. I've learned that there's like, it's hard to work with certain materials if you don't know the proper skills. But thanks to Miss Warnock, she has taught us good techniques on how to use the proper tools and the proper skills to um, use and work with the materials to like either finish your prototype or finish your final product, whatever, whichever you're working on. But overall, my experience, I've overcome some challenges with the materials thanks to the help of my peers and my team. Makers Lab has been a really good class. I would recommend it to everybody, and I've had lots of fun, bonded with a lot of people, learned new names, found new friendships, and it's just a class that is really fun, it's really relaxing, and it really helps you with real world tools and real world skills.
Now, what were we supposed to learn from this project? Teamwork, perseverance, how materials interact with one another. As you can see from our bridge, we use a litany of materials, such as straws, glue, wiring, toothpicks as well. We needed to learn as individuals how these objects can interact with one another to provide support for this bridge. The support weight much greater than its own.
What about drafting and scale drawings and stuff? Originally, our design was more of a suspension bridge with a cable running from one tower to the next, supporting the deck in the middle. This would have been very strong, but as we worked to try to do that, material limitations kind of got in the way, and it ended up being not much of a possibility. So we created the two towers, which we'd already had, and we ended up assembling another tower out of the remains of like a spare that we were making, and we kind of glued it all together in an attempt to try to make it work without that. It's still not the truss bridge design that was the default and I think the expected version, but it does do this. It holds itself up. If we move the camera slightly downwards so you can see the bridge here, it still does support weight. Like I can put a lot of weight on this without it breaking. I wouldn't necessarily trust it any less than a truss bridge, so there's that.
Okay, so there's a lot of flaws in our actual final product. Okay, it is not flat because we had difficulties in precise measuring, precise cutting, wiring, and gluing. So,
Talk about what we learned as a team, Kyle.
no, wait.
Okay, so what we learned as a team is that each of us has individual skills. Like, I learned that my ideas may not be as stupid as I thought they were. Like, I mean, they look stupid, but like in practice, they're semi-useful. And that I was also able to bend these properly, and I didn't know that I could do that before. A couple of our other teammates learned different things about themselves. You guys want to reflect on anything?
Yeah, I thought it was really weird that everyone came to me to know what to do, considering that honestly I have no idea what I'm doing. So, yeah.
I learned perseverance through my variety of trials and tribulations in gluing these small objects together with my hands. Boy, was it tough, but boy, did I pull through in the end.
I learned that it's really hard cutting toothpicks precisely. That's why our bridge is a little funky, but learning.
Those little errors really add up.
Mm-hmm.
And our fifth party, Zachary.
He learned very well.
Insane.
Where did you
we all had a lot of fun as a group doing
Yeah.
this project. I'm pretty sure even though it was hard at some points, like getting all of this together, and some of us could have gotten mad at certain points, like when we like designed the entire thing with like the string, and then realized that we couldn't use the string. That really ground my gears.
Really got my piston pumping.
Okay.
But we all had a lot of fun doing this. It was a great experience, and we learned that this may or may not be our team's cup of tea.
Yeah, honestly, I think our team worked really well together, just in general. We had, like, no real issues with communication, even when I thought that some people would, like, create problems or just be annoying to work with. It really wasn't. It was actually a genuinely fun team to be in.
For
Yeah,
sure.
We were all willing to help each other at the right time.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like this was probably the best team project I've had at New Tech High School, because like everybody like actually did their part, and like we all had a lot of fun.
For sure.
See this? This is a representation of ourselves. This is
This is a representation of our mental stability.
Oh no!
No! Why would you hit it? Why would you
I
hit
thought
it?
you were gonna.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I was prepared to catch it. I was like, no,
Why would you hit it?
because I thought you were actually gonna drop it.
Why would I do that?
I have no idea.
I'm the least likely person. to
God.